Welcome to the 24th episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Wow.
Today we are very honored to invite the famous economist, what's that name again? Deepen. Welcome him. Hey, welcome.
Hi.
Oh, you just look like a slumber millionaire.
Yes, and I'm going to win all the money today.
Yes, let's have a seat.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's start the game. We have 20 questions in this game, and you will have 3 advice kits, which include calling someone you want to call, also the audience advice, and also a name called 50-50 kit will also be provided. However, each of them can only use once. Only once. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Good. Question 1. What is the definition of potential GDP? A. Potential growth of your goddamn pancreas at rate per day. B. The amount of output that the economy produces when at natural rate of unemployment. C. When Jason had a D in your face. D. Potential growth of people attending a ghetto dance party. You can choose now.
Ooh, this is a bit tricky.
So do you want to use any advice kit now?
No! Of course it's C lah. Potential GDP is Jason Aldean in your face. Oh wait, maybe it's A. Potential growth of my goddamn pancreas. My final answer is B.
And B is correct. Congratulations, you got the $1,000.
Yay!
So do you want to move on?
Of course.
Question 2. What is the definition of inflationary gap? A.
I know this one. The answer is A. Gap between my raised arms. You can see the result. Just kidding, right? It would be B or C, because inflation means a rise. D is wrong because it is a definition of a deflationary gap. I'll take C because the answer is longer. I'll lock C. C is my final answer.
And C is the correct answer.
Yes!
Because inflationary gap is the amount by which the real GDP exceeds the potential GDP. However, deflationary gap is opposite of inflationary gap, as it means that the amount by which the real GDP is lower than the potential GDP. Okay, let's move on to the third question, which was $5,000.
Yes.
Question 3. What is recessionary gap also called? A. Deflationary gap.
A deflationary gap.
Who the hell assigned this question for this famous economist? You? Hey, security! And let's go to the another stage. And here we are now. So let's go on to question 4. Which of the above diagram is used correctly to illustrate the inflationary gap? A. The Keynesian model. B. The money market diagram. C. The deepen diagram. And D. The neoclassical model. What do you think?
It must be A. Because the aggregate demand is above the potential GDP, which price level at the real GDP is higher than the potential GDP. The neoclassical model is not correct because the aggregate demand is below the original one. The real GDP is less than the potential GDP. That's why it's not illustrating the bloody inflationary gap.
Wow, deepen really is deepen. You explained everything in such depth. And of course your answer is correct.
Didn't I tell you?
Now it's the $20,000. Question 5. What would be the scenario when the economy is situated in a deflationary gap? A. price level increase, unemployment rate increase. B, price level increase, unemployment rate decrease. C, price level decrease, unemployment rate increase. And D, price level decrease and unemployment rate decrease.
A bit tricky. Let me think. I think the answer should be A. Is it?
You sure? Should I log A for you?
Wait. I just figured out that the price level would not be increasing when the unemployment rate is increasing. I guess it is C. Is it C? When the price level decreases, the unemployment rate increases the deflationary gap. Oh, okay. So I log C as my final answer. Is it okay?
C, huh? And C is the correct answer!
Yes!
Congratulations, deepen, the great economist. And now you have reached the 50,000 questions. Are you ready?
Of course. I aim for 1 million.
It is the 50,000 question now. For question 6, how do you shift the potential GDP? A, an increase in the amount of human capital. B, an increase in aggregate demand. C, a decrease in the money rate. And D, an increase in aggregate supply.
I think shifting the potential GDP is just like shifting the PPF curve. Increasing the factors of production or advancing in technology will shift the PPF curve down, which also shifts the aggregate supply. When aggregate supply is shifted, the potential GDP will shift it also. Therefore, A is the correct answer.
And A is correct! What a great explanation by this economist. Well done, Buddy. So now would you want to go home with your $50,000?
Are you crazy? Continue.
Okay, let's continue.
The 1 million would be mine. All mine.
Congratulations, Deepen. You have reached the 100,000th question. So for question 7, during the Great Depression, what method was used to solve the problem at last? A, dictatorship. B, Mulholland ban checks to help the US government. C, increasing the aggregate demand of US economy, such as increasing government spending, building more infrastructure. And D, the decreasing of aggregate demand of the US economy, such as decreasing government spending and also building less infrastructure. This is getting more and more complicated. So, what do you think?
Great Depression. Is it the one in India?
What do you think? Look at the choices, please.
Oh, okay. B, Mulholland ban checks. That's not the answer. It is either C or D. I like the word increasing, because it always increases. So I will lock C as my final answer.
Wow, such a great analysis, Deepen.
Yeah, man.
Lucky you see is the correct answer again. Well, are you really that lucky or you cheated? You answered this question with hesitation. Hey, who throw the ball to me? That's not good at all. So look at this little animation and I hope it will teach you something. Question number 8. Which of the below are supply side policies that solve inflationary gap? A. Higher interest rates to curb consumer demand. B. Measures to decrease productivity and efficiency, which leads to a drop in the aggregate supply and reduce the amount of excess demand in the long run. C. The measures to increase productivity and efficiency, and it leads to a rise in aggregate supply and reduce the amount of excess demand in the long run. And D, the rise in the burden of taxation to reduce real disposable income.
Is it D? No way, man. It's big.
B. And yes, that's the correct answer. Okay, let's teleport back to the first stage.
Yeah.
Not so fast, Deepen. This is the last question. But be careful, if you answer this question wrongly, you'll get nothing.
You bet.
The 1 million question of the day. Which one is an advantage of monetary policy over fiscal policy? A. The domination of major sectors of the economy. B. Its control over the size of the federal budget deficit. C. The quickness with which it can be used. And D. The opportunity for broad political influence. What do you think?
I don't get it actually.
Relax. You still get the free advice tools from this study.
Oh yeah. I nearly forgot about them. I think I will phone Mr. Helquist first.
Okay, so you will phone Mr. Helquist first, and you have 30 seconds to ask Mr. Helquist of this question. And your time starts now. Oh, sounds like no one's at the phone. Sorry, Deepen, but the chance of phoning someone is gone.
Bollocks! Okay then. Can I ask the audience then?
Sure you can. Our audience, can you help this poor little thing? And 10 seconds for you guys to press the correct button. You may start now.
Poor thing.
Time's up. Let's see the results.
Oh.
A has 25%, B has 25%, and C is 25% again, and D is 25%. So, what do you recognize?
So helpful. Really helpful. Can I just use the last tool, please?
Oh, sure, definitely. For 50-50, and of course you can see that answer A and D is gone, which left B and C. You can choose now.
B or C? I think it's B because it sounds more handsome. A better name with federal.
So you choose B for your final answer. And B is the wrong answer. Sorry. Sorry, Deepen, but the $1 million just slipped away from your hands.
I can't even win 1 cent. So unfair.
Anyway, Deepen, thank you for coming to the show. Don't be sad. What you earn in this game show is not money, but plenty of economic skills. So,
I'm an economist.
all audience, please applause for this economist, Deepen Devnazawadi. Don't be sad.
Baby, it, your hands, maybe.
To conclude, as a well-known economist and the richest guy in the world, I'm very happy now. And it's all thanks to the game show that I participated in 10 years ago. It taught me a lot of things, that I can hardly forget until now. So, thank you everyone.